We knew that we needed a big change. What we had before was a 1980s look with a big choir loft that was no longer functional for the kind of worship that we have. We wanted it to be a sacred space, but we also wanted it to be modern. We wanted it to reflect the kind of worship that we have. And so when we started talking about all of those thoughts and those dreams with Paragon, they were able to actually put it into a design. And when we saw the very first design, we knew that we had the right company. Because Paragon 360 has such vast experience in that kind of thing with so many other churches, Paragon had put on paper what we were dreaming about. All of that pales in comparison to what people actually experienced when they came into the room for the first time. The installation process was great. Always did what they said that they were going to do. They came when they said they were going to come. Paragon 360 stepped up and accomplished all that we needed to accomplish in the amount of time that we needed it to be accomplished. The impact of the audio in this room has been quite significant. Paragon 360 came in and designed a whole new sound system for us. For the first time, many of our people, especially our older congregation, can actually hear. They can hear me preach. They can hear with great clarity the words of the songs. They love it. We've put a curtain across the top of the balcony, blocking off about 700 seats so that the room feels smaller. It feels like a more intimate space. So we've already added an extra worship service that is our fastest growing service. And that worship service, which has around 150, 160 people in it, it feels intimate. We've created a modern space that allows us to have modern worship. And yet, at the same time, it was designed so that we could have traditional worship in it as well. We really felt like that Paragon 360 was listening to us. They really heard what we felt like that we needed and what we wanted. It's important not just to tell Paragon 360 what you want, but also to listen to Paragon 360. Hearing what they had to say to us was very valuable. One of the most complex issues that we had to deal with in the redesign of our worship center was the back of the worship center had a steep grade that needed to be dealt with because our senior adults couldn't make it up and down that grade. And then outside of this space in the lobby area, they took a bad seating area and transformed it into a cafe and a bookstore. We had a lot of fear and trembling going into the project because people feel very personal about their worship space, especially a congregation like ours that has been a very successful congregation in our community for over 50 years. Young and old love this space. And I think that may be, as a pastor, the most gratifying thing of all for me, that our congregation has embraced it so enthusiastically. We literally, and I know this sounds crazy to say, but we've literally not had a single complaint about the new design. Not even changing the pews into seats. When people came into this space and saw what it was and realized that it truly was a place of worship, they embraced it.